Welcome back to the Figure Sold Separately.
Welcome back to everybody except for Ed Begley Jr.
That guy's so mad at us right now. Ed Begley Jr., I apologize.
Chuck's trying to put him in an early grave. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about Ed Begley Jr.
Last episode, Austin apologized for getting Shmee
Skywalker mixed up with Padme Armadillo.
Yes, Padme Armadillo and Shmee got mixed up by him. Oh man, I'm doing it again.
Well, what you did is way worse.
I got Ed Begley confused. Well, here's the thing. I got Ed Begley Jr. confused with another guy who also didn't die.
Ed Begley Sr.? Or did you mix him up with Ed Begley Sr.?
No. Like, legit. I've in my head, Ed Begley Jr. was another actor, and I was like, oh man, I heard he passed away recently, which I did. Turns out wasn't that guy either. So, as of this episode, everybody's still alive.
So you're living in an elaborate fantasy land where you're getting celebrities who died confused with celebrities who also didn't die.
Correct.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, I've got I got someone for us here today.
Yeah, there he is.
Here he goes. We're gonna
back on the table. It is Down South Skeletor.
Our mascot, Down South Skeletor, is here. He's got his blue sombrero. He's ready to go.
I'm telling you.
He wants some chicles and some tequila.
He still looks good. I also want some tequila and then chicle. Maybe
we should put chicles in the bottom of a bottle of tequila and call it chiquila.
That could work.
I mean, it could.
Only lemon and lime chiclets,
or the cinnamon ones.
That sounds disgusting. I just don't like cinnamon. All right. I have an idea of what we're talking about this morning, because there was some behind the scenes action between Bootleg and another party. The beard.
Matt Houck. Hey, if you see him in the store, make sure you ask him if he washes his beard with soap or shampoo.
You haven't said that in like 9 episodes.
Well, Matt hasn't been around. I don't.
He's got to be here for that joke. Also, I don't think anybody's heard that joke because those 9 episodes are somewhere lost getting.
Well, that's all right. Well, now you know firsthand. If you see Matt Houck at Empire Toys, ask him what he washes his beard with.
I'm waiting for one person to ask him that. All right. Okay. I didn't realize that's what it was.
Oh, okay, good. Well, then
I saw. All right. So I saw Rambo. Right. So secret time. I guess it's not really a secret anymore. Cat's out of the bag.
Cat's out of the bag.
Yeah. We're talking about Rambo. I saw a little Rambo thing, and so I was like, oh, okay, we're going to talk about Rambo, which we've done before.
And you haven't seen it.
We are. But we're going to talk about Rambo ripoffs. Okay.
You ready for this?
Dude, I'm born ready for this one. Let's go. Hey, I love Rambo.
Yeah,
just in case you're wondering. Sylvester Stallone, the best. Rambo, right there, bro.
If you had seen the previous episode, you probably only haven't seen it because I made several controversial comments that Chuck is going to have to edit out.
A lot.
These things happen. You guys get the vanilla version because Chuck cuts all the racy stuff I say out.
Yeah, a lot.
I'm hoping that footage doesn't ever surface because I'll get canceled.
You know what? I like you said, the vanilla version. Imagine you're eating ice cream, okay, with rainbow sprinkles. But the only way you're allowed to eat the ice cream is if you can get every single individual sprinkle out of the ice cream. But right before you started, somebody walked by with their spoon and they pushed it down like that. You still have to get out the sprinkles. That's me trying to edit when he talks.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
So Rambo ripoffs. Let's go.
Okay, first of all, what's your favorite 80s action movie?
My favorite all-time favorite 80s action movie?
Yeah,
or
like
Sylvester Stallone related.
Broad circle. Give me a few. What kind you like? What do you got?
Favorite 80s action movies would be Kickboxer, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, that's an awesome pick.
Tied with Bloodsport, Jean-Claude Van Damme, because, come on. American Ninja with Michael Dudikoff.
Oh, that's an awesome movie.
Fantastic.
The mustache.
Yep. Missing in Action, Chuck Norris. Love. Missing in Action 2.
So you're a big fan of the Canon Films library.
Oh, big time. Action. Oh, dude. Man, it's a lot of Jean-Claude Van Damme. Cyborg.
Oh, yeah.
I loved Cyborg. I loved everything Jean-Claude Van Damme did.
Cyborg is
when I was a kid.
An unofficial sequel to the He-Man movie. You know about this,
yes.
right?
Yep. He-Man was great. And what do you call it? Oh my gosh. Escape from L.A.
New York.
Sorry. Escape from New York. My bad. Yeah. Escape from New York. It was wonderful. Yeah.
That's cool. Well, I like.
That'd be my list.
I'm a big fan of the ninja movies. I like the Sho Kosugi movies. Like
you really mean like the ninja movies?
Oh yeah, like Pray for Death.
Sure.
or stuff like that.
Yep.
I like the sort of like B tier action stars. I love Charles Bronson.
Of course.
I'm a gigantic Charles Bronson fan, and also Jan Michael Vincent.
Jan Michael Vincent.
You know Jan Michael Vincent? He was on Airwolf.
Jan Michael Vincent. No.
He's like one of those guys who was like almost famous his whole career. He worked with like Burt Reynolds. And
Maybe
stuff.
if I saw him.
He's in Hooper. He's in Hooper with Burt Reynolds.
You know who I love?
Who?
Because you said Jan Roberts, which is really going from like late '80s into the '90s. Do you know who Ted Jan Roberts is?
Vaguely.
Remember the Masked Rider?
Oh yeah,
that was Ted Jan Roberts. Magic Kid.
Oh yeah, that's right. You showed me all.
Yeah, The Power Within. also starring when he was in the middle of not being able to do anything. Old Billy Zabka from Cobra Kai. Johnny Lawrence.
Well, I think that he may have actually been working as a handyman in real life.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
know, okay, wait, real quick. Sorry, this is totally off the cuff, and it has nothing to do with anything. But the figure is sold separately, so deal with it. Martial arts movies specific. Early '90s, top 3. Go.
Top 3 early '90s.
Has to be '90s. Martial arts related.
I don't really know that much '90s. I mean,
see,
I mostly '80s. I know.
Okay.
Because the line blurs, but I mean,
I just wanted to be able to say
anything with Brandon Lee.
I just well, yeah, sure. Rapid fire.
Laser blast.
I honestly, I just wanted to say Three Ninjas.
Okay, okay. So we're not like kid movies. I thought you meant like adult.
Hey, bro.
Movies.
First of all, I've watched Three Ninjas as an adult. Guess what? Still great.
What about Surf Ninjas?
Surf Ninjas on my list. I love Surf Ninjas. Quan Su, dudes.
Do you think that the rights are cheap enough that we could finally make Three Ninjas versus Surf Ninjas?
I don't care about Three Ninjas. I would just love the rights to Surf Ninjas. I just want to sit in a room with Ernie Reyes Jr. for an hour and be like, let's just talk about this.
I don't think his booking fee's that high. You could probably just get him on the show. Ernie,
Surf Ninjas.
Ernie, come hang with us.
Pool Hall Junkies. The Rundown. Yeah, man. Anyway, so we're talking about Rambo ripoffs.
Rambo.
All right, hit me with Rambo ripoffs. What are we doing?
Rambo, a decidedly non-kid-friendly property.
Okay, yes, sure.
The first movie, grizzled Vietnam vet fights Brian Dennehy.
The first movie that was not actually called Rambo.
The complication of how they're named. First Blood, okay? Not actually Rambo.
First Blood, Part 2.
And then the second movie is Rambo.
Called Rambo.
First Blood,
Part 2. Then they went back and renamed First Blood Rambo.
And then the third movie is Rambo 3.
Yep. And then they just left out First Blood because there was no First Blood, and that movie was dedicated to the gallant people of Afghanistan at the end.
That's right. And then the fourth movie is Rambo 4.
Which wasn't the real Rambo.
The fifth movie is just Rambo.
But Rambo 4 was not the actual Rambo 4 that they shot because that movie got stolen by pirates.
That's news to me.
Yeah. They were filming in Burma, and the movie got literally, like, the cans got stolen because they got Burmese pirates on film, and they ended up getting raided, and they took everything they had, and they had to reshoot the film. So if you go back and you watch Rambo 4, and like just see it for what it is, it seems it's weirdly fast moving.
Yeah.
Like weird fast. It's because they had to reshoot the whole movie in like 3 weeks or something like that.
The pace is what makes it so great, though.
That's the thing.
It's like nonstop.
Yeah. And then they were like, all right, we're just going with like epic blood scenes, and so it was just heads exploding and stuff like that, which is a very different vibe for the Rambo series, really, for the Rambo series as a whole. But yeah, it's because the first movie that they shot for like 3 months got stolen.
And then Rambo 5 is just a fine action revenge movie, but it's not particularly Rambo.
I didn't like the direction that one went.
It just didn't feel like Rambo. If they had called it like Sylvester Stallone fights drug lords, the movie, I would have watched it.
Call it Rocky, This Is What Happened Next, and I'd believe it more so than... It was believable as a Rambo movie. The story itself was not... I could see him being that. John Rambo doing that afterwards. It was the rest of the story that was like, what?
Like, why is he like trying to settle down and this and that? And it's just weird.
Even if he's trying to settle down, again, it was the rest of the story. The whole, the
kidnapping and
like they were going for the heartstring thing, and then like spoiler alert, it's been out long enough. The fact that she still dies.
Oh yeah.
Like what?
It's just a hair sentimental for a Rambo movie.
You know what? That's going to be number 1 on this Rambo ripoff list. It's going to be the last Rambo movie. Still love Sylvester Stallone. Great. Okay, but also, come on.
Okay, so the iconography of Rambo was permeating the popular culture in the early to mid 80s.
Iconography permeating, yes.
Oh, sorry, I don't mean to use big words. I gotta talk like I'm dumb.
Sure.
I gotta play the dumb character real quick. Stuff like this. This actually predates any official Rambo action figures. I don't know if you do that.
I did not know that.
Because Rambo 2 is from 85, and this is from about then. First-hand testimony will tell you that this figure actually was on the shelves before any real Rambo figures.
Okay, well, that I did not know. But if you are unfamiliar with this guy, if you come into Empire Toys, you're going to see a naked Rambo, which is our store mascot. The one in this box, he's got pants on.
Yeah.
Pants.
Just until you get him out of the package and then take the pants off.
Right. Out of the
package. Apparently Stallone has a bunch of nude art of himself in his mansion.
If you're Sylvester Stallone, you do that.
We love you, Sly.
It just makes sense. But yeah, if you come in Empire Toys, you see a naked Rambo. It looks just like this one, a little bit of a different color. But it is this exact same bootleg toy.
Yeah.
And it is a bootleg.
Yes. Well, yes.
Or a knockoff.
Well, it's a little bit of both.
You know what? It's a Rambo ripoff.
There you go. He straddles the line. But, that predates pretty much anything else. But then also, the Motu knockoff makers made Rambo-style figures, too.
Right.
There's one called Adventure Man that has a really funny edit where they've just drawn a beard on Rambo on the package. I wish I had that one. But, it's all pretty much the same thing. This here is a combo fighter.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah, I've shown them to you before.
I remember you showing me that.
They sort of mix together all the hot stuff from the 80s plus Masters of the Universe. But stuff like this abounds. There are so many knockoff Masters of the Universe Rambo figures.
There's so many rip-off Masters of the Universe figures. There's so many things that look like He-Man.
You can slap any head on a He-Man body, like wrestlers and stuff like that.
Yep.
But this is, they made the Terminator in that line. Also, this has my favorite thing in the world where they do the crappy line drawing of the figures on the back.
Yep. That is, that guy's wearing suit pants.
Yeah, they wear pants. The first release of these have actual pants on the figures.
I was going to say, there's Combo, and this is Combo, but this Combo, he doesn't have any pants.
Yeah. But, yes, that's his name. Combo, the line is actually named after him. So there he is, Combo. You're not going to be able to get
No
that
way.
stand up.
All right. Well, cool.
So there's that. So that was a deal. It's Rambo was getting ripped off.
Sure.
Left and right.
Twisting head and waist, moving arms and legs, complete with weapon and accessories. Changeable vest.
The vest is the best part. It's construction worker Rambo.
It's a little vinyl, it's a piece of...
Hey, hold that guy up.
Changeable vest, but there's no extra vest. It's just
let me just say that if you have a work vest like that in real life and a clipboard, you can get in anywhere.
That's facts. Or just bring a ladder. I've seen those videos.
I'm here to do an inspection. Okay, go on in.
Yep.
So that was sort of the pre-Coleco 1986 made their actual official Rambo line.
Okay.
So to represent that, here is a 1986 Coleco Rambo. About 8 inches tall. Basically Mego size.
I will say whatever they did to his body to make it so shiny, that's the most accurate representation of Sylvester Stallone in that time.
They had someone on the assembly line slather them in baby oil.
Yep, just ready. It's olive oil.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's 100% olive oil, extra virgin, not that from concentrate crap.
But
yeah, man.
Coleco, it's a great line, but it was a huge flop.
Yep.
And then
I still don't. No. You know what? I don't understand why. Because Rambo as a whole was super hype.
Yeah. 86 would have been the year.
Right. So Rambo as a movie was big.
Yeah.
As a character was big. Sylvester Stallone was big. Toys, action figures were big. It doesn't make any sense that something like that would fail, especially considering what it was based on. It wasn't your kid's toy. It was...
Well, there were a lot of, parental concerns about marketing such an R-rated series to the kids.
Sure.
But there was a company called Marchand.
Okay.
They made a line called M-Force, assuming that this would be the biggest hit line in the world.
Okay.
So there is an 8-inch scale rip-off Rambo line.
M-Force?
M-Force.
Okay.
And this is one of my favorite toy lines because this is 80s action heroes, the toy line.
Okay.
Wait, you ready for this?
Yeah.
I've only got a few.
I'm assuming I haven't seen...
You've never seen these before.
Not seen these before.
Rizzo. This guy's named Rizzo.
Rizzo?
He's like Chuck Norris.
He is Just like Chuck Norris. Wow. Yeah.
And these are from '86, same year as the Rambo line. Also, I like these better than I like the Coleco Rambo figures.
Yo, where do these guys get their back muscles? Like the audacity on these action figures. The guy's got more abs on his back than he does on his stomach.
I also have another.
This looks like a character straight out of like a Double Dragon video game on Nintendo.
I have another Rizzo. I brought him because I think it's fascinating how different the paint apps are between the two of them.
Oh, very different.
Dark. He's got a dark 5 o'clock shadow.
It looks like he's wearing a sleeveless shirt with a tank top on top of it.
The camo on the pants doesn't even match, so it's not like they were just using the same stencil. It looks like they were hand doing the camo for some reason.
You know what's the same? The back abs.
The back abs. Here is.
Oh.
Hey, there we go. Mean Joe Ling. He's the main villain.
Mean Joe Ling.
And he looks exactly like David Carradine.
It really does. I was trying to figure out who he looks like. He does look like David Carradine.
Like, exactly from Kung Fu.
From Kung Fu.
So there's that.
I'm going to go back to my apartment and watch Kung Fu. I love Kung Fu.
And here's Blood. He's your Billy Blanks, Wesley Snipes type guy. He's also a villain.
I'm sorry. His name is...
Blood.
Blood. Very creative.
Blood. I'm telling you, this is like the toy line. This is like 80s action hero.
I thought that this toy was messed up, but it's not. There's just rips in the back of his shirt that are strategically placed. That is, okay, Blood.
So this is a line that is, for some reason, not popular particularly.
Sure. So, sorry. Okay, wait. Tell me again their names.
M-Force. Or the names of the characters?
Yeah.
Mean Joe Ling.
Mean Joe Ling.
Rizzo.
Like Jolene.
Joe Ling.
Joe Ling.
Ling.
Joe
L-I-N-G.
Ling.
Yeah.
Joe Ling.
And Blood.
Ling. And Blood. I can remember that one.
So that's it. So there's just a whole bunch of those guys.
And Rizzo. Like from Grease.
Yeah, or not Taxi Driver, Midnight Cowboy.
Okay, but also, like from Grease.
Yeah, and there's one that looks like Schwarzenegger too. I don't have him. I think his name's Ace.
Okay, of course it is. Very creative. Blood and Ace. Ace Blood.
So as far as, let me think here. What do you think of the movie Commando?
I love the movie Commando. That might be Alyssa Milano's best role.
Now, do you think of
I do love the movie Commando.
Commando as a ripoff of Rambo? Because to me, Commando feels like Schwarzenegger doing Rambo.
Well, okay.
John Matrix, John Rambo.
That's not enough, though. Like, I don't know. Here's the thing. There were so many movies like that. And you could say that they're all a ripoff of Rambo. Or you could say Rambo is a ripoff of some of the other ones that are like that. Same thing with Commando. The thing is, you have the two biggest stars doing those movies. I don't know that I would say Commando is a ripoff of Rambo, even if they
kind of ripped each other off here and there.
They should have called the Schwarzenegger one Carambo.
What would you say the most Schwarzenegger-esque movie that Stallone made is? I have an answer.
Man. I don't know.
I would say Demolition Man.
Is the most Schwarzenegger-like one?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because I kind of feel like that could easily be a Schwarzenegger movie.
I could do an entire episode only about Demolition Man. That's how much I love that movie.
Do you remember Last Action Hero when he's like, Stallone is the Terminator. Yep. Oh yeah, he was great in that movie.
Yeah. When they're walking past the thing.
Yeah.
The most, man, I would have to like actually like think about it, because I wouldn't say Demolition Man. Like, I would almost, I don't know. Damn. I don't know.
I mean, Demolition Man's pretty similar in tone to Total Recall.
Yeah, but again, there were so many movies. Like, you could make that argument for every movie that both of them did. Okay,
but Commando had a toy line that's very obscure. Did you know this?
I did not know this.
Yes.
The only thing that I've ever seen that's Commando-based was when they did the phone cover for the new iPhones. That was the front of the missile launcher.
Well, here's your Commando John Matrix. Coincidentally, he scales with the Rambo figures.
Woof.
He was supposed to have much like Naked Rambo.
When is this from? The body mold is terrible, but that face, that's Schwarzenegger, dude.
That's from the year the movie came out.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's a really good face mold.
Yeah, it was made by Diamond Toy Makers. They were obscure, but they made a 3 3/4 inch line, and they also made a big one.
His legs were way bigger than that.
No, but he's supposed to have fabric pants, much like Naked Rambo.
Sure. So it's Naked Commando.
So there he is.
Naked Carambo.
So he's made also to coincide with this Coleco toy line that was a failure.
You know what we're going to do? We are going to balance our John Matrix on this wonderful Mango Chainsaw Liquid Death. And that is going to hold him up Thank you, Liquid Death. Not just murdering your thirst, also potentially holding up. Bam!
So it's
Holding up a John Makes Action figure.
The strangest phenomenon to me, just to wrap this up, is the fact that the Rambo toy line was a failure.
Sure.
And yet knockoff makers and bootleg artists were able to make knockoff bootleg Rambos and sell them profitably for like 15 years.
Yeah.
So what's up with that?
I don't know. You tell me.
Lack of paying the licensors?
I don't...
Lower bar? They didn't need to sell as many units?
So, well, it could be that, but also, we're talking about the 80s into the early 90s, where toys were not bought for licenses. Not really.
It's true.
They were bought because
recognizability.
It was, think about it. Like, at one point, the top-selling toy was Army Men.
Yeah, that's true.
There was no name for the Army Men. It was a giant bag of green guys.
Well, I mean, even the big licenses weren't big licenses then.
Right. I think it's the exact. I think it's the exact same idea. It's just the fact that there was, a better-looking Army Men. It was like, here's a bunch of... For instance, this guy, his name is Blood.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think that would be it. I think that it's the fact that, but now you look at it, there's that nostalgic factor. There's the value in the name Rambo, the cult following, and then just epic proportion blockbuster that it ended up being over time. And now that's why this is the, bam.
Well, I'll bet that the copyright has lapsed on M-Force if we want to make our own figures.
I'll make an M4 right now if I can make something.
Let's bring back Mean Joe Ling and...
I'll bring back abs back right now. Also, I do want to point out that I mentioned the cuts in the very specific cuts in the back of the shirt of Blood.
Yeah.
Mean Joe Ling has the exact same
Oh
cuts.
yeah,
they're wearing the same shirt.
I mean, if you ever look at this toy line, it's like fighting game palette swaps. It's just the heads and bodies. They just swap them out and change a couple things.
Yeah, it's like Ryu wearing white and then blue.
Mean Joe Ling is supposed to have an eye patch.
Oh, he doesn't.
No, it's not there.
Currently, he can see out of both eyes.
Also, it looks like at some point in history, a rat got to these. Not in my house, but
just in general.
But before I bought them, yeah, there's a couple nibbles on the dirtier ones.
Got it.
So yeah, that was Rambo ripoffs. Very interesting.
It really is. I like it. And in the background, don't forget, just overwatching all of them. Down South Skeletor. Who made Down South Skeletor?
Oh, Geezer Periodicals.
Bam! There's
our
a
good friend.
Yeah.
Hey, I know we're a little bit tight on time, but do you want to talk about your freestyle watch?
That's ho! Hey guys, if you're bored, and even if you're not bored, if you're sick and tired of having to charge your watch, jump your ass on the internet, go to Freestyle Watches, and snag one of these right here. It's wonderful. If you get on there and you want to grab yourself a freestyle watch, use code ChuckTheCloser10, ChuckTheCloser10. My code was ChuckTheCloser previously, and it got ripped off. So I got a nice little email from Freestyle letting me know that my code got ripped off. And so, yeah, that's a whole thing. ChuckTheCloser10 will get you 10% off of free shipping on a freestyle watch. They've got all kinds of cool stuff. Lots of, I'm wearing a more, I don't want to say basic, because I love it, but I'm wearing a white and black one. They have all kinds of stuff that's very retro-esque, very, very late 80s, very early to mid-90s. Looks like straight-up Nerf guns on half of them. Really, really cool watches. So go check that out, and you can see the link in the description here with the code ChuckTheCloser10.
And keep an eye out for that limited edition figure sold separately watch band that's coming out.
Yes. Right, Freestyle?
Absolutely freestyle. Okay. All right. So next thing.
Obscure toy showcase. All right, let's are we taking these down?
Yeah, let me leave them up. It's
okay,
fine.
well, I'm taking
I've
them
got
down.
I've got one single toy for this.
Okay.
So, what do you know about Toy Island, the company?
Toy Island. Nothing.
Okay, good.
The only island I know was it Dinosaur Island? No, that was Paradise.
That was just the name of the company.
Oh, got it. Okay. All right, hit me. I got nothing.
They used properties that were kind of down and out and made licensed toys off of them. Like, for example, after the mask toy line had sort of dipped, the Kenner line, they bought the rights and continued to produce mask figures. I know we've talked about that.
Yeah.
Well, in 1995, a lot of the Carol Co. characters and like Terminator and RoboCop and Rambo were sort of down and out.
Okay.
Like, think like 1995.
Sure.
Mid-90s, those guys were not that popular.
Yeah.
Well, at Walmart, there was a budget toy line of 3 3/4-inch action figures based off of Terminator, Rambo, and RoboCop.
Okay.
Yeah. And they had, like, cartoon art on the back of the card.
Uh-huh.
And, yeah, it was a thing.
What was it called?
It wasn't called anything.
It was just
Yeah.
there.
This just there. It was like you'd find a clearance bin full of them. Terminator, Rambo, RoboCop. They were like $2.
Okay.
So this obscure item is from 1995. This is your G.I. Joe scale 3 3/4 inch Rambo.
Little.
Yeah. So vintage G.I. Joe scale, O-ring construction.
That's terrible.
Barrel chest. He did come with his crossbow.
That's
I do
so
not have
bad.
it.
We're definitely gonna have to post a picture of that. Obviously, it's super, super little. Let's post a picture of that one. Maybe we can get you on the here. I got you. Wait. There. Get a good view on that guy.
There he is.
Wow. That is very.
Yes, that is the 3 3/4 inch. He's not bad. I mean, he's based more on the cartoon, The Force of Freedom.
If I looked at this, I might think that. I mean, it's the headband.
Yeah.
If you didn't have a headband on him, I would not think
You
Rambo.
think he was a generic, but he's got the little jade necklace too.
I know, but come on.
But yeah, so there's your 3 3/4 inch Rambo. Did you know that Rambo actually killed Rocky being in the G.I. Joe toy line?
What?
Rocky Balboa, the
Yeah.
character, was almost in the G.I. Joe toy line in the 1980s.
I mean, that makes sense.
He appeared
I
in
didn't know
like
that.
upcoming promotional material, but then they signed the deal for Coleco Rambo, and Hasbro was like, "No way! You know what? We don't need you."
Huh.
So, but yeah, there's there. If you look online, there is mock-up art of
Oh yeah, that'll get him.
of Rocky as a GI Joe.
Yeah. Okay.
So
All right. Well,
that's where Big Boa comes from.
Oh,
He was
okay.
supposed to be Rocky's enemy.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
I didn't know
So
that.
that's why they also have tooling for boxing gloves and stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, so Rocky Balboa was originally supposed to be a GI Joe. Rambo line killed it. Coming full circle, Toy Island in '95 made your 3 3/4 inch knockoff looking Rambo.
To go with your GI Joe.
Yeah,
It's from the GI Joseph line.
yeah, that's right. Not only that, but '95, GI Joe would have been on the way out too.
Yeah.
So we're just about to move on to Extreme.
Huh.
So there we go.
It's a good, quick Rambo episode. I like that one.
Yeah, so Rambo-tastic.
Every episode we do should be about Rambo now.
I mean, this is the second episode we've done about Rambo already.
It's true. I want to do a Demolition Man related episode.
Okay. I mean, I have a fair amount of Demolition Man toys, but
Simon Phoenix.
we'll get there.
The relatability between the current state of the world and the movie Demolition Man is disturbing. Just throwing that out there. Just saying.
Also, the state of the toys for that movie is questionable.
That's, yeah.
They used a bunch of New Adventures of He-Man bodies, and
How many times did he play a guy named John, I wonder? I didn't think about that. Because John Rambo, and then in Demolition Man, he was John Spartan. And then he was Johnny something. When I gotta look that up.
maybe it's like Tony Danza, where he was too dumb to play a character that wasn't named Tony.
Yeah. Or his name was Cliff, but his nickname was Tony for
Angela,
no reason.
Jonathan, Samantha.
Hold me closer, Tony Danza. All right, well, there is your Rambo ripoff episode with a little extra bit down there.
I just hope you don't feel ripped off.
Wow.
Also, Down South Skeletor, let's send him after Ed Begley Jr.
That's Ed Begley Jr. and other guy.
Look,
I'm so sorry.
You're either on one of two teams. You're either on Team Ed Begley Jr. or you're on Team Down South Skeletor.
Oh yeah, what team are you on?
Pick a team. Let us know in the comments below whether you like Ed Begley Jr. or
Bang. And
Skeletor.
you guys are doing great on liking and subscribing and
scribing.
scribing.
We don't know if you're turning on notifications,
But do it.
and apparently disliking the videos too.
I love it, bro. Hey, dislike the hell out of it. I don't care.
We're like a kid that doesn't mind if they get negative attention. It's attention, you know?
Yep. Yeah.
It's interaction. It's good enough.
But for real, hit it.
Okay, like,
Yep.
comment,
Yep.
subscribe, check out Freestyle Watches with your promo code ChuckTheCloser10.
Do it.
Did I say turn on notifications already?
No.
Okay, turn on notifications.
Turn on notifications.
Do it.
Turn them on.
Buy a shirt.
Yep.
Check out March On's Enforce.
Do it.
And Patreon, maybe we'll have one eventually.
And at the end of the day, make sure that you murder your thirst with liquid death.
Murder your thirst like Rizzo would murder Mean Joe Ling.
Dang. That was aggressive.
It is aggressive.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.